The Philippine militant group Abu Sayyaf posted a video on Monday showing the beheading of a 70-year-old German man they took as a hostage in November. The man was identified as Jürgen Hank Kantner. The jihadist group has demanded a ransom worth $600,000. The deadline for payment expired on Sunday, and Kantner was abducted from his yacht off the southern Philippines late last year. And for the latest on the situation in the Philippines, our correspondent Barnaby Lowe joins us live from Manila. So Barnaby, last summer, Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte said he would crush the Abu Sayyaf militant group. And what has he done since then? What led to the beheading of Mr. Kantner?
Well, Mang, let me first get to that second question of yours. The obvious reason for the execution of the German hostage, Mr. Kantner, was what you mentioned. There was a February 26th deadline for a $600,000 ransom, and that was not met. And so on Sunday evening, there were already rumors circulating that Mr. Kantner had been executed. And by Monday, there was confirmation via a video of the beheading that was circulating online. Now, back to your first question, President Duterte did order the military to crush the Abu Sayyaf months ago, and for months, the military has been on the offensive, and there have been some successes, but ultimately it appears efforts have not been enough, given that more than 20 hostages are still with the Abu Sayyaf, 19 of them foreigners. And the latest development, again, is the execution of Mr. Kantner, the German hostage. President Duterte has apologized to Germany. He has ordered the military to further intensify its offensives against the Abu Sayyaf. President Duterte has also again asked for China's help to patrol waters off the southern Philippines, and Germany has said that it is ready to help the Philippine military battle the Abu Sayyaf. Mang.
So, Barnaby, let me ask you this. Why has it been so hard to defeat Abu Sayyaf? According to reports, there are only about 500 militants.
Well, there are several factors at play here, but first and foremost, the battleground here are the islands of Sulu and Basilan in the southern Philippines. These are territories of the Abu Sayyaf. They grew up there. They know the terrain of these islands more than anyone else. So they know where to hide, they know where to run, they know where to position themselves for offensives. And then there's the community around them. A lot of the people living around them are their families, relatives, friends, and if not, they can pay off people for their silence and for their cooperation. And this is why the Philippine government has had a no ransom policy, because apart from using money that they make from these kidnap for ransom activities to buy weapons, they can pay off people again for their silence and for their cooperation. But it's not clear whether there have been instances where ransom money has been paid. For example, President Duterte back in August said that a 50 million peso or $1 million ransom was paid for the release of a Norwegian hostage. And true enough, a month after that, the Norwegian hostage, Mr. Sekingstad, was released. And so it is even harder to ask families and employers of these kidnapped victims to not pay ransom. Of course, they're concerned about the safety and the lives of these hostages. But analysts say the biggest problem here is the possible involvement of local government officials and rogue members of the military.
All right, thank you so much.